Hello guys, sapphireyagami with a review of Once Upon a Time, Season 5, Episode 1, titled Dark Swan. The show begins with a young Emma going to see the movie The Sword and the Stone. Disney film Sword and the Stone. I haven't seen it. There's a lot of Disney movies I haven't seen actually. But anyway, she goes to see the film and she's told once she then took a candy bar, stole a candy bar, that one day she would eventually see Excalibur in the stone and is told, do not take it. And then the guy just disappears. And then we're screenshot to, present day. We have Regina, Henry, the Charming, Snow and Charming, Hook, and Robin Hood all wondering where did Emma go. So Hook picks up the dagger and tries to summon her, and Regina realizes that because they can't summon her, she's not in this world. So then we are transported to, the Enchanted Forest, where we see, Emma rising out of the Dark One's vault. The black goo stuff. And she's like trying to figure out what the hell she is. So we then see the Dark One in the form of Rumpelstiltskin. And it's not like Rumpelstiltskin. It's just the essence, the Dark One. He just took the look of the previous Dark One. And so pretty much the Dark One is trying to get Emma to, embrace into this darkness. So she ends up almost killing this traveler, and she ends up using magic in terms of teleportation when she is tricked by the Dark One. And then he tells her about this will-o-wisp, which she then sees this blue the will-o-wisp, which eventually leads her to Merida. If you don't know Merida is from the movie Brave, and that's where we also have the will-o-wisp. And so Merida agrees to help Emma because once, Merida gets her wish fulfilled. So with Merida, what happens is after the movie Brave has ended. So apparently Merida's father has died, and her three brothers have been kidnapped by the other clansmen of her lands. So I'm guessing the clansmen is the ones that she didn't want to marry their sons. So I could guess they could be a little bit mad, and she said they also don't like the fact that a woman is sort of their queen, because her parents, her father was like the king of kings, stuff like that. And so since he died, it would make sense for Merida to be the next ruler, because obviously she's the oldest and the brother's probably still young. So she also didn't speak of what happened to her mother. So because she said her father died and her brother been kidnapped. So I'm like, what happened to her mom? All right. So they camp out, and Merida overhears Emma sort of talking to herself about she can't kill Merida, and thus causing Merida to run away. And also for Emma to slowly being taken in by, being tempted by the darkness, pretty much to kill Merida. And so meanwhile in Storybrooke, they are Snow and Charmer trying to figure out how to way to find Emma. So they end up going to the princess, and he gives them a wand and said that they need to be able to use both sides of magic, light and dark, in order to open it. So Regina tries to use it, but because Regina is no longer evil like she used to be, she's pretty much good. They would need someone wicked in order to get it to work. So that means they have to go to Zelena. So Zelena tells them what they need to use in order to find Emma, and Regina still decides, she's not going to actually use her sister's help. Meanwhile, Hook, because he really wants to find Emma, decides to use Henry and to go and try to break Zelena out of, her cell. However, because Zelena is wicked, she takes Hook's dagger that he had, chops her own hand off so she could get the disarming magical bracelet off her arm, then reattaches her hand and disappears. So they, Regina and them eventually find out. They go confront Zelena, who has Robin Hood. She wants the wine, you give Robin Hood, I get the wine. So they exchange wine, and Zelena says she'll finally have someone who loves her, which is her child, and she's going to return to Oz. So she conjures up a tornado. However, the spell drains her because, it's a teleportation spell. And so Regina takes the wand and takes Emma's blanket and uses that so it could bring them to Emma. So inside Granny's diner is Snow, Charming, their baby Neil, Regina, Robin Hood, Zelina, Hook, Gran, Dwarves, Sneezy, and Grumpy. And I'm missing somebody. I'm missing one more person. Oh, Belle. So they're all inside Granny's diner, get transported to Enchanted Forest via tornado. So they end up stopping Emma from killing Merida because Emma rips out Merida's heart and is getting ready to squish it. So, and they prevent her from doing so. And Merida, got the hell out, right? And so, they are, so they tell Emma that we're going to find a way, we're going to help, pretty much help her, get rid of this darkness. So, they end up getting approached by not Camelot. They get approached by King Arthur and his men and said that Merlin had prophesied that they would come. And he takes them to Camelot. So we see this beautiful castle. We see everybody walking in. We see Emma and Hook hold hands. She's like, oh. Then it's you see a flashlight. And everyone is back in Storybrooke. And two of the dwarves come in. Granny's diner because they had returned. Everybody's all dressed up, in these beautiful clothing. Regina and everybody. So they're trying to figure out what happened when they got back here. How did they get back here? Because all they remember is walking into Camelot, and that was it. So then we see in the doorway, Emma is completely straight up dark one, right? Her hair is slicked back, has a black outfit on, and she turns Sneezy into stone. So they're trying to figure out what happened. So apparently 6 weeks has passed. A total of 6 weeks has passed, but they cannot remember anything. So we have another memory loss situation. Emma has turned good. Apparently what Emma has said when she asked her, when her mother asked what happened to her, she says they tried to save her, but they failed, and thus she is now, freaking evil. So they're like, what the hell? It's okay, what happened in these 6 weeks that made this happen? And so that's pretty much all for episode 1 of Once Upon a Time. And also another interesting thing in this episode was when we see King Arthur remove Excalibur from the Sword and Stone. The tip of it is missing, which is revealed to actually be the Dark One's dagger. So a piece of Excalibur is actually the dagger that is used to control the Dark One. So that's also going to be interesting to see how that came to be. And most likely there's going to go get more of into our origin of how the Dark One probably came to be. So we're probably going to actually delve into the Dark One's origin, which is also interesting. Also not only that, but Emma being the Dark One and situation like that. Hopefully we'll also see more of Merida, because we only seen in the first episode. Hopefully we'll see more of Merida and her situation. Not only that, but also, of course, King Arthur, and we'll hopefully see Merlin. We'll see what happens in these 6 weeks. We'll see more of what happens with Zelina and her baby, and we'll see more of other characters that said that was going to be coming back this season, which will be Mulan. So that's definitely be interesting to see what's going on with Mulan, because we haven't seen her last season. So comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you guys next Sunday for the next episode of Once Upon a Time.